Reopen the border. That plea tonight from many northern Minnesota businesses and now Congressman Pete Stauber. They're part of a growing push to let non-essential travelers drive back and forth between the U.S. and Canada. That's something that hasn't been allowed in nearly a year. Here's CBS 3's Natalie Grant.
On a normal day in Grand Portage, a parking spot in Rydens would be hard to come by. But for the last year, business has been slow.
Without having Canadians, our businesses lack.
Positioned just miles from the border, the closure has taken away a large portion of their customers, stopping for souvenirs and other services before going to or coming back from Canada.
We didn't get all the tourists or the fishermen or the hunters or the people going up to enjoy their time in Canada that we'd usually see.
And it's not just Rydens. Across the country, there are businesses on the border that rely on people traveling back and forth. That's why Congressman Pete Stauber is now advocating for a reopening.
Businesses that have been closed now for over a year because of the pandemic, and they can't open. There's no business.
Representative Stauber recently sent a letter to President Biden asking him to urge Canada's Prime Minister to allow non-essential travel once again, saying it's not just about business, but also about the people who own property on both sides of the border.
They go to their cabins and they'll be all by themselves, the family that they've been with in their home for the last almost year.
And he's gotten support on both sides of the aisle.
There's representation from the Republican and Democratic side all across our northern tier, and we're all in this together, and we all agree that we need to open up the borders.
A push that Rydens hopes is successful because they fear they won't survive another year of border restrictions.
Any opportunity for people to be able to go up, go to their cabins, any opportunity for Canadians to come down and do whatever commerce they're doing is a huge step for us.
During a typical year, Ryden tells us they usually have about 15 employees. Right now, they're down to 5. If the travel restrictions are not extended, they would expire on March 21st.